What's up? It's Steph on Spotify with Steph's Rock Show. We've got two members of CZYK. Thanks for coming by.
No problem.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us.
So congratulations are in order. You guys have won the band to play Aftershock Festival. How stoked are you?
Can't believe it happened. We tried for 𝗜𝗥𝗚𝗓𝗧, we tried for Louder Than Life, and then we managed to win Aftershock.
I was gonna
Dude,
say
The
it
fans
took a
pulled
lot of
through.
effort on. Well, it took a lot of effort on Kyle's end to get us on. No, Kyle, you want to explain the process really fast of what you did?
So, with us wanting to win Aftershock, I decided to go to CZYK's follower list on Instagram. I spent probably around 4 hours and just copy and pasted a template of me just like, having the link to Aftershock's post and saying like, hey, we're doing this thing right now. If you could go tag us really quick, we'd greatly appreciate it. Probably DM'd around like 600 people, and we got over 200 voters to come do it. So it was crazy.
so that's neat. I love it. You know what I say? A lot of people are jealous when they see the results, but they're not jealous of the hard work it takes to get those results. There's usually a story behind it. Like your hard work and determination paid off, and you went and messaged the fans, hey, help us out. We want to win this.
Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely.
That's really cool. And then you guys are on tour with Drowning Pool and A Killer's Confession. How's that going?
So we didn't do, or we weren't on the entire tour. We were just on the Phoenix, Arizona date. But the show was super cool. The tour people were very sick as well, and it was just overall a really good show.
Nice, nice. And I got to be honest, I saw you guys playing a game where it's like, do I know this song? Do I not? And
Oh
there
no.
was that looks cute. There was an overwhelming amount of you guys that didn't know Lemmy from Motorhead. Like, I think it was Ace of Spades or something, one of their biggest songs. You guys are young, huh?
So with that video, people don't realize it's not have we heard this song before, yes or no. It's like, do we like know it, like actually can like
Oh.
repeat the words back and recollect whatever. So I've heard of the chorus from Ace of Spades, but have I heard, like, do I know it to the point where I can tell you the verses and stuff? No.
Can you perform it maybe or something? That's what you meant. See, I misunderstood. I thought
Yeah.
it was like you've never heard it. And I was like, no, you guys have had to have heard
No,
it.
it was almost like the ultimate rage bait at that point because like our comments, there's so many people that are just like, "What do you mean? Like, how do you not know this?" It's like, well, I mean, everyone kind of knows it because everyone's played Guitar Hero from 2005 or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Well, even the haters when they're commenting, it's helping communication, and the
Yeah,
the bad
exactly.
comments are still stirring things up. Okay, and then you guys played the Whiskey a Go-Go recently. What was that like?
That venue is sick, and then like in the like backstage area, they have all of these murals and photos of everyone that came before, and it's just crazy to be in a venue that's so prestigious. And being able to perform it was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
For,
It's the
for
energy
me,
in there.
for me, it was super cool. I'm just explain my story really fast, Kyle. Like right before we started playing, we were doing like sound check. There's a guy I watch on YouTube named Miami. He works for Joey Sturgis in the crowd, and I like was starstruck. I mean, he just does mixing videos on YouTube. But when I saw him, I was like, I watch your videos all the time, man. I was like,
Yeah.
stay around and check us out. And I messaged him, and he said that he really loved what he heard. I was like, oh, okay, that means the world. I'm like, I'm so glad I got to see, at least one star in my book while we were in Hollywood.
Yeah. You never know who you're going to run in at the Rainbow Bar and the Whiskey when you're hanging out there.
Yep.
Yep, yep, exactly.
A lot of big names. And then, so how did the band get started? How did you guys first create the band?
Cody, that's all you.
Oh boy. Yeah. So like in reality, the origin of CZYK was just me back in like 2015. That EP ceased to exist because I was doing vocals and the production was awful, the mixing was awful. SoundCloud release only. Like this was peak. Like just amateur level days, I guess is the best way to call it in terms of our quality. And then I think the band really started, like during COVID, is when me and Kyle started to get other members in the band, and that was like our like growing period where we started to shape our sound. What do we want to do? And that was the perfect time to really shape the sound in the band because I mean, no one could do anything at the time with the lockdown. So that was our growing period. And then as soon as COVID was over and shows started to come back, that's when we started to come into the scene here in Arizona. And it's just been growing ever since. I mean, like you saw, like we're gaining some traction or slash hate on Reels and TikTok, then Aftershock. So it started way back in 2015 with one microphone.
So you guys are driving all the way out from Arizona to Sacramento?
Yep.
Yeah.
The whole 12
Dang.
hours.
The weather's a lot better here right now, I'll tell you that. That's gonna be are you guys gonna stay the night or are you guys just driving right back?
Oh no, we're gonna stay the entire day that we're playing.
Yeah.
Gotta see Breaking Benjamin. Come on now.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
coming
What
up
day are you guys
Friday.
playing?
We're
Okay.
playing Saturday.
Oh, that's the best day in my opinion.
Open up the Coors Light Stage, 11:55.
Hell yeah. Hell
I
yeah,
wish
dude.
we got Friday, only because like my favorite bands like Architects. I would fangirl so hard if I saw Poppy and like
Fangirl.
oh
Yeah, no, Poppy's. I mean, the whole lineup's great, and I love Motley
yeah.
Crue on Sunday. But I think Friday, I grew up with POD and Alien Ant Farm, and so those are
Yeah.
like my chain. Those albums kind of, cultivated me in middle school, and so, but it's hard for me to I'll be set up in media all 4 days, all day, so it's hard for me to sneak away. But I'm gonna try to sneak away on Saturday because there's a couple bands, and then Hailstorm on Thursday. I've got to sneak away
Oh
and
yeah.
see Lizzie. So. But that'll be cool. And then you guys are welcome by media in person on Saturday. If you have time, swing
Okay.
by, come by Steph's Rock Show table and come hang out.
Perfect.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. You guys have dirt, like you're covered in dirt. Is that actual dirt? Is that paint? Like what is that you're using?
Yeah, so that is $8 snoo or something.
Yeah, it's
body paint from
Snazaroo face
Michaels.
paint. Yeah.
It's a Nazaroo face. I've never heard of this.
It is used for like kids like face paint stuff. We just buy their whole stock of black body paint and just slather it on.
I feel like this is such a trend right now for bands to be all black or like Machine Gun Kelly tatted himself
Hmm.
all black. It looks cool. It's like the cool thing to do. What
Yeah.
made you guys want to do that?
I mean, like you said, it looks cool, and then there's some other bands that do it, and we're trying to put our own spin on it. Like my look, for example, I have like black tiers with like traces of pink in the middle, and then our drummer, he has like handprints on him rather than just straight up black. But then Cody and our guitarist Dan, they just are like, all right, arms and neck, and we're in.
Yeah, it looks like I came out of a coal mine. Like
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
look dirty. But I mean I kinda like the look and with the scene being like there's so many rock and metal bands nowadays, like we're like, okay. I mean like there is a lot of people doing paint, but there's a lot of bands that aren't and it gets eyes on us, like we stand out.
Yeah,
So
there's a
that's
lot
the main
more
reason why.
bands. There's a lot more bands that just wear normal clothes and don't try to have any appearance change when they go on stage, to where even just us wearing black makes us stand out a whole lot more.
Yeah. I think it is important to stand out with so many bands in this day and age. And also,
Mhm.
I'm intrigued, like making the content, even on TikTok, even the silly videos when Devour the Day or New Medicine joked, like, we got to do it. We got to get a TikTok and we got to figure out how to get in these challenges. I think it's a
Mhm.
great idea because you also want to know, like, the band has a personality or they're relatable or you have a silly side and it's not just music.
Exactly. Like I think it's important for people to know that like we're also human. Like we're not just I mean, it would be cool to have a rock star personality, but in reality, like people want to just see like how you are as a person. And
Yeah.
then when they finally meet you, you're like, "Oh, you really are those people from the TikToks and Reels." Like, yeah, we are very goofy.
Yeah.
And it's like there's so many bands out there right now, like, Bad Omens, Sleep Token, Bring Me the Horizon to an extent, that are trying to have a very serious tone to themselves and the music and being more like mysterious and whatnot. We leave the seriousness to the music, but when it comes to social media, like we still manage to keep ourselves professional and whatnot, but we still want to make that special connection with fans by showing who we are and making people laugh, and then apparently making people hate us as well.
Hey, I get the haters too. You guys had a goofy kind of side where I'm like, oh, they seem like they're nice guys. But yeah, no, I feel like you know what it is when you get haters, that's a good sign because there's
Absolutely.
enough people that like you. Some people have to hate you. I didn't have haters the first 3 months of this new podcast, and I was kind of bummed. I'm like, oh man. And then finally, after like 3.5 months, I got the girls coming in hard, like you, like I don't like you, and I'm like, okay, cool. I just delete them. I don't respond
Yeah.
back to them.
It's like, but why?
I would never ever take time out of my day to write a negative comment anywhere. I just wouldn't. I'm gonna keep it going. If I like the band, I'll be like, oh, this sounds sick. This sounds badass. Or, when they announced you guys won, I was like, cool, come by the podcast. That's the only comments I will make. I just don't understand people. But
Yeah. Me and Kyle. Oh, I'm sorry. I was just going off that statement really fast.
No, go ahead.
I say me and Kyle were talking the other day. And like when he was sending out the messages for Aftershock, we were shocked to see like a lot of fans responding back, be like, "Hey, like I found you guys with this song. It helped me through hard times and all this stuff." And like they never leave any comments on our videos, so we were like realizing a lot of our fans. Well, I mean, like they don't like to interact with our stuff. But I was thinking about, I was like, some of the most hardcore, diehard fans don't ever leave comments. Like I'm a diehard fan for Bring Me the Horizon. I don't think I ever left a comment on anything.
Yeah.
But I will go to every single one of their shows when they're in town.
Yeah, you know what I started saying back? So the creepy DMs I get, because I totally put myself out there and doll myself up. And so when all the guys do the creepy DMs, I'm like, no, put that as a comment. Put that on my page, like my stuff. They won't like my stuff, but they'll be like in the DMs, we should date. I'm like, well, no.
Oh my.
Yeah,
No,
share the
Put
videos.
it in, put it in the reel so then the engagement
Yes.
don't DM me.
Yes, I'm like, you can't send the dick pic on the reel, but at least do a compliment on the reel and do something out there. Can we do fun question time?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So who in the band is most likely to go to jail?
Dan?
Is that because Dan's not here?
Since he's already gone once.
I love it. I have too. I'm not judging. You're having a good time if you end up in jail. Okay, who was your guys' teenage crush growing up?
Teenage crush? Oh, celebrity crush?
Could be anybody. Could be
Okay.
anybody.
Trying to think of a celebrity crush.
Either I'll go like
I know.
vocal celebrity crush. I'll go Matt Shadows from Avenged Sevenfold or Ollie Sykes from Bring Me the Horizon.
That's true. I was gonna say growing up when Paris was really popular, Lynn Gunn.
Ah.
Yeah.
What do you
I
mean
like
really
it.
popular? Paris is
I guess
way
so,
bigger than they
you're
ever
right.
were.
They
It's
are
just
giant
when
now.
we enjoy their music.
Yeah. What is a dream instrument that you guys wish you could play?
God, I want to get behind the piano so bad. I need to take lessons. I need to learn.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, same here. The piano is it's like the most basic instrument, but also the most complex, and it would help so much with everything. And I just can't play it.
It's difficult. Yeah. What is a pet peeve of yours?
But it's a pet peeve. Oh man, I gotta think about that one.
I was about to say, I'm like, I don't have a pet peeve.
You're not annoyed by anything kind of random or different? That's good.
I'm a pretty easygoing guy for the most part. There's not a whole lot that annoys me. I mean, me and him are brothers, so I'm gonna safely say he is my pet peeve. There we go.
I thought with the last name that you guys, you know what I mean, could be brothers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say like being interrupted in a conversation when like I clearly have something more to say and someone just like cuts right through and just says what they want to say. I'm just like, I wasn't done.
Yeah. No, I vibe. Okay, okay. And if you guys weren't playing music, what career choice would you have?
I this is still on the table of if I want to do it as a side gig or not, but I've always wanted to do voice acting. Um,
Nice.
I've grown up being that weird kid that just makes random voices and all that random
Oh
shit.
no.
Oh
So,
my
Oh,
gosh.
so,
you're letting them loose?
That's
That's a whole different
nuts.
okay.
so like doing those random voices, people get a kick out of it, and I've been told throughout my life of like, you should really do voice acting. That'd be sick. I'm like, that would be kind of cool. So that's the alternative career if music wasn't a thing.
That's cool.
Um, this is gonna be very sad to say, and it's not really relevant anymore, but I always wanted to work at a GameStop. I mean, now it would evolve into I would probably own my own video game store if I could, but that would probably be my alternative currently.
I actually love that answer because usually I get, astronaut, something kind of out of this world crazy. I've never heard GameStop. And I got to be honest, I applied to work at GameStop, but like 20 years ago, and I never got a call for the interview because I was such a gamer. I just thought it'd be neat to get a
Yeah,
discount on games. But I never even got my foot in the door with GameStop, you know?
same.
That's
I never got to experience it. So
I'm pretty sure they just have like three dudes just running each store, and that's
yeah,
it. They keep it
pretty much.
very exclusive.
And then I'll be honest, I thought I could hit on, I like Golden Retriever gamer boys. So I was like, I can hit on the guys that come in the store if I work at GameStop. So
Oh
that was like,
no,
I know
not the
that was
Golden
like,
Retriever boys and the
that was
golf
like the
girls.
thing. Yeah. Yeah. And the, like, maybe that wasn't supposed to happen though. So that's just really funny because I forgot about
That's
that I
good.
applied. Okay. What is a goal as a band?
Now,
To
Kyle, you
give
can answer.
our like mission statement, if you will, has always been we want to give music what music gave us, which is for like every single band member has a different thing, but for me it's like hope and purpose. In the darkest of my times, music has always been there, and then as growing into adulthood, music is now my purpose as well. Cody, what about
Uh,
you?
I was gonna say, well, I will piggyback off you a little bit and be like, yes, that is also very important to me. But also the lifetime achievement goal, is at least playing at Rock am Ring just once, just because that is the biggest festival in the world for metal. At least it seems like.
I don't know. Aftershock and SAC, man, it's cool to see it grow. 10 years ago, it was
Hmm.
like me and a couple people doing media, and now it's fighting. I mean, it was up to hundreds of people that wanted to do media, and it was really difficult. It's just grown, and now it's 4 days instead of two. So you guys will say it's badass. It's so
No,
cool.
I went to, I don't know if it was one of the first ones. I don't think so. I went to the one in 2015 when Tool was the headliner and Avenged
Yeah.
Sevenfold was the headliner for the other day. And yeah, after that, I try to come back like as often as possible to Aftershock.
Yeah, it's
And now
wild.
that
I'll
we get
meet
to play,
people
it's
that fly
crazy.
from the East Coast. Like they'll fly in from New York and Boston, and I'm just like, holy shit, I live 10 minutes down the street. And I just, it's like, oh, this is my thing that I do every year, but it's cool that it's become a massive festival and it's like on the map now. And you guys are
Hmm.
playing it. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
so cool.
Super
it's so
stoked.
crazy. Are
Um,
you, I have a question for you. Are you friends with Nerve since they're
well,
also local boys?
not friends, but they are coming by the show.
Oh,
So,
perfect.
There you
yeah,
go.
yeah. A little about me. So, I was in radio for 20 years, but I took a break for a couple years and I've been raising the kids. And now I just started this podcast. This podcast is brand new. So, I'm
Okay.
excited to see what happens. Okay, do you guys buy CDs or stream music?
So, not CDs, but vinyl. I love myself a super pretty vinyl with all the colors and shit and all
Yeah.
the different like textures. But primarily stream music. But vinyls to support the artist even more.
I would have to say I'm kind of the same way. I buy the vinyls if I really love the album. I stream. Should I buy the CDs? Yes, because the quality is so much better compared to streaming. But it's just I don't know. I don't want to lug it around anymore. It's more
Yeah.
convenient.
No, I agree. Well, dude, thank you guys so much for stopping by Steph's Rock Show. We're excited to see you on Saturday, and definitely come by the media tent if you get a chance and swing by the show again.
Of course. I say thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
For sure. Okay, I'm excited to see and kind of nervous because you guys are my first Zoom outside of my homie house community. So okay, wait, I press stop.